Wall Street is thirsty for its next big investment opportunity, the West's vanishing water. Grindr to distribute free home HIV tests. Mike Holland says it's a miracle he's able to return to practice, 4 months after surviving a shooting. UK inflation rises to 10.4% as food prices soar. Courtroom showdown between Fox News and Dominion to resume Wednesday. After bank failures, Elizabeth Warren demands Fed crackdown on large regional banks. Stephen Smith's case is now being investigated as a homicide, South Carolina law enforcement says. Senate committee set to vote on Biden's embattled FAA nominee. Here's why Janet Yellen doesn't think prioritizing payments would avoid a debt ceiling debacle. Khalistan, the outlawed Sikh separatist movement that has Indian authorities on edge. What to expect from the Fed meeting as Powell faces a legacy-defining moment. Uganda Parliament passes bill criminalizing identifying as LGBTQ, imposes death penalty for some offenses. World Baseball Classic Final, Japan wins third title with 3-2 victory over Team USA. Manchester United is for sale, who could buy the world-famous club? More than 135,000 power outages reported in California after another atmospheric river brings heavy rain and hurricane-force winds. Biden White House closely watching Federal Reserve following bank failures. Belarusian tennis player Arina Sabalenka found it tough to face hate in locker room. No path to peace. 5 key takeaways from Xi and Putin's talks in Moscow. Boris Johnson faces high-stakes Partygate grilling by UK lawmakers. Gwyneth Paltrow in court as trial over 2016 ski collision begins. Ai Weiwei recreates Monet's water lilies using 650,000 Lego pieces. New York Knicks great Willis Reed dies at 80. Classes remain halted for more than 500,000 Los Angeles students as school worker strike stretches into second day. Sandstorms blanket Beijing and northern China as air pollution soars off the charts. From Singapore to Seoul, Asia's rising art capitals vie for Hong Kong's crown. Ukrainian troops impress US trainers as they rapidly get up to speed on Patriot missile system. Powerful earthquake kills at least 13 people in Afghanistan and Pakistan. New Haven police chief recommends terminating officers charged in the transport incident that left Randy Cox paralyzed. South Korean capital announces plans for floating swimming pool and art pier. New Mexico Game and Fish is now hiring professional bear huggers. Opinion. America's taste in family pets is changing, for the better, in my view. Opinion. The long and tense history of American journalists trying to understand China. How Xi and Putin's new friendship could test the US. Progesterone-only contraceptives carry similar, small breast cancer risk as other hormone contraceptives, study finds. Philadelphia reaches $9.25 million settlement over police misconduct during the 2020 George Floyd protests. Asia-Pacific shares join US gains as investors await key Fed decision. Haute couture, Jeremy Scott turns scrap auto parts into striking gowns. Trump and his advisors await potential indictment in hush money case. Justice Department convinces federal judge Trump used his attorney in furtherance of a crime in classified docs probe. 2 inmates were found at an IHOP in Virginia after escaping by digging a hole with tools made from a toothbrush and a metal object, officials say. Judge in Dominion defamation case skeptical of Fox's arguments, as both sides seek a pretrial win. Google begins rolling out its ChatGPT rival. Former Florida lawmaker pleads guilty in COVID-19 loan fraud case. Thailand to hold general election on May 14, poll body says. Exclusive. Communications between Stormy Daniels and Trump attorney turned over to Manhattan DA. U.S. companies including Netflix and Boeing join biggest business mission to Vietnam. Opinion. Florida Republicans stunning bout of misogyny and ignorance. A Texas university president canceled a student drag show, calling it divisive and misogynistic. First Amendment advocates disagree. School workers in the nation's second-largest district go on strike, shutting down schools. Here's what they want. Video shows Ervo Otieno being pinned to the floor in the moments before his death. Health officials consider another round of bivalent boosters for the most vulnerable Americans. Send us your questions about TikTok. How to survive a shark attack, or better yet, avoid one entirely. Putin and Xi pose as peacemakers while Moscow's war in Ukraine rages on. Bruce Springsteen, Gladys Knight among group honored at the White House. Lab-grown chicken is one step closer to being sold in the US. Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar, Red Hot Chili Peppers among featured acts at Lollapalooza 2023. US to send Patriot missile systems and tanks to Ukraine faster than originally planned. Halle Bailey says, Little Mermaid co-star Melissa McCarthy inspired her to stand up for herself. US flying surveillance drones farther south over Black Sea after collision with Russian fighter jet, officials say. Items from Murdoch Moselle property will be auctioned on Thursday. UK accuses Russia of disinformation over depleted uranium. It's been more than a month since a freight train carrying hazardous chemicals derailed in Ohio. Here's what's happened since. Man swims to safety after being attacked by shark off Hawaii's Big Island. Fox News producer files explosive lawsuits against the network, alleging she was coerced into providing misleading Dominion testimony. Jack Daniels says a dog toy company is ripping off its brand. What will the Supreme Court say? Idaho lawmakers approve bill that would allow execution by firing squad. University in Kentucky agrees to $14.1 million settlement in death of student athlete after wrestling practice. Keanu Reeves honors Lance Reddick at John Wick Chapter 4 feat premiere. Saudi Arabia releases dual US-Saudi citizen who was imprisoned for posting critical tweets about the kingdom. Researchers say newly posted analysis supports natural origin for COVID-19 pandemic. Ecuador opens terrorism investigation after journalists receive explosive devices in mail. Leader of white supremacist group arrested for threatening to kill journalist trying to report on organization. Men with advanced prostate cancer going without life-prolonging medication amid shortage. Wisconsin Supreme Court candidates clash over 1849 abortion ban in lone debate.